Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Jazz and lit the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Almost ready for tip. Looked. Defense. Kenny, who are the most impressive defenders in the NBA right now?
Well, defense doesn't get overlooked by championship teams, and I'm going to name some guys who either played on championship team or contenders. Kawhi Leonard, defender on the wing. Andre Iguodala, MVP of the NBA Finals, but defense was one of the reasons. And Paul George, coming back from injury. This guy was a premium defender before the injury.
Well, since you talk about the little guys, I'm going to talk about the big guys. D12, Dwight Howard, shot blocker. Most of his career is still doing that pretty well. Serge Ibaka, the surge protector.
I like that.
Joakim Noah. Roy Hibbert does a great job of the verticality thing, jumping up in the rim, not really getting called a lot of fouls on him. So, well, that's my pick for the big guys when it comes to defense.
Say no more.
Excuse me, is it me or is Anthony Davis retired? Come on, how can he not be on that list?
No, what we're talking about, he's a great defender.
He's an okay defender.
However, he's a great defender, but I think,
Stop it, Ernie.
Because he's such an all-around player, we kind of take some of it.
Stop it, Ernie.
Come on,
We're taking some of it for granted.
Got to be on that list. He's got to be on that list.
Ernie's on the list, okay? He's on the list, Ernie.
Thank you very much.
But he's not defense first. He's offense first. The guys that I name are defense first, then offense.
Thanks for joining us. Nobody's listening to that anymore. Thank you for putting Anthony Davis on the list.
On the list.
We'll see you later.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against Portland.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Mirotic out there with Durant. And it's Cantor in at the center position. And it's good. On defense, Utah. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But well, to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
Here's Lewis. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Hayward on the wing, defended by Durant. And Hayward gets it to go.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Outside Westbrook. It's stolen by Anthony. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Hayward goes in. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. On defense, Utah. Outside Durant. Mirotic the screen. And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. And he can't bank that one in. Dishes it to Lewis. And with the whole new group out there. Utah leading by 4. Burke kicks to Favors. And the shot is good.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
While we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Second, the Thunder.
And they at the other end, that aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Thunder trailing by 6. Green, the screen. The kick out to Dang. All sorts of time. Connects. The jumper drops.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Jazz have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Pass to Koufos. And the layup's good off the glass. Koufos has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. How he performed last season. First in free throw shooting. 9th in field goal percentage. And he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Takes a 3. That's good from Burke on the assist by Koufos. Burke's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. The offensive rebound. Kicks it to Burks. They shoot again. The shot no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And it's Green missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The pass to Burke beyond the arc. And Utah another 3.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Ring shot on the way. That doesn't go either for Green. Jazz leading by 9. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
So here's Burks. Following the basket by Freak. There's the bucket, good. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Payne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play for the Jazz. Zeller comes in for Koufos, and Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Trey Burke. Utah leading by 9. The feed now to Favors. They set the pick. Favors with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booth. That one wide left.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
.35 seconds left to play here in the first. The dish to Zeller. Now here's Burks, guarded by Green. Here's Favors. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Favors has got his second bucket of the night. Thunder trailing by 11. Payne with it. The drive by Green. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Green's got 5.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Hayward. Offense, the order of the day is the first. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he should. Substitutions. Here's Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. We've got Alec Burks. Koufos out there with Favors. Then there's Burke, and it's Hood in at the shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Now, here's Koufos. Not a lot of room. Burks' shot is good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Payne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Green, no luck.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Green, following the shot by Alec Burks. Here's Dang. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Jazz leading by 5. Now here's Burke. 6 points for him. Passes it to Koufos. Favors with the screen. Favors with the screen on Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Burks. No good on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Favors sets the pick for Burke. He dishes it to Favors. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Green kicks to Dang. Dang off the pick from Green. Dang dishes to Spates. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Spates has got 5 now. Utah leading by 5. Burke kicks to Kufis. There's a screen. So here's Burks. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Kufis. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 7.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Payne kicks to Green. The second chance effort, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Burks. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
McCray is checked in for Oklahoma City. Utah leading. 2 minutes left. Burke the pass to Favors. Now here's Burks, guarded by Green. Steps back and fires. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And it's time for an injury report.
Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always...
Almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
That's good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Jazz leading by 8. Now Burke, 6 points for him. Dishes it to Hood. Trying to find Burke, gets it to him. The baseline J off the mark.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here's Payne. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, Green. The Thunder with another miss. Burke. And that does it for the...
Well, Derek, you were able to...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Without question, for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Anthony. And it's Burks in for Gordon Hayward. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Spates checked in for Enes Kanter. Dang comes in for Mirotic. McCray's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Green in for Waiters. So the Thunder 5 right now. Green in a 2-guard. McCray is out there with Dang. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And he gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 18.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And here is Burke. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan player of the game, Derek Favors. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
There are a lot of fantastic power forwards in today's NBA. And let me tell you, Derek Favors is right there among them. And there are nights like this when he even stands above that crowd. His offensive game is extremely well-rounded. He's solid all around.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very...
It's a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.